September 3rd, 2012. A 69-year-old grandmother walks out of a butcher shop in Medellin, Colombia. Two men on a motorcycle pull up. Pop, pop. Two bullets to the head. She collapses between the meat counter and the sidewalk. The killers speed off. Karma? Maybe. Because 40 years earlier, this sweet-looking old lady ordered the exact same kind of hit. Hundreds of times. Her name was Griselda Blanco. They called her La Madrina, the Godmother. And between 1975 and 1985, she was the most feared, most ruthless, and richest drug queen-pin the world has ever seen. This is the full story. Before we dive in, quick warning. This episode contains violence, murder, and drug trafficking details. Listener discretion is advised. If you're new here, hit subscribe, turn on notifications. Every week we drop a full-length true crime documentary you can listen to like a podcast. Let's begin. The Making of a Monster. 1943 to 1960s. Griselda Blanco Restrepo was born February 14th, 1943, in Cartagena, Colombia. Valentine's Day. Ironically, her childhood was hell on earth. By age 3, her mother was a prostitute and an alcoholic. By age 11, Griselda was already running with street gangs in the slums of Medellin. There's a story, unconfirmed but repeated by every DEA agent who ever chased her, that at age 11 she kidnapped a rich neighbor's child. When the ransom wasn't paid fast enough, she shot the boy in the head. True or legend? We don't know, but it set the tone for the next 50 years. At 14, she was already prostituting herself. At 16, she married her first husband, Carlos Trujillo, a small-time forger. They had 3 sons, Dixon, Uber, and Osvaldo. And by most accounts, Griselda had Carlos killed a few years later because he argued about money. Welcome to marriage, number 1. New York and the birth of the cocaine cowboys. 1970s. 1973. Griselda moves to Queens, New York with her second husband, Alberto Bravo, a cocaine trafficker. This is the moment everything explodes. Up to this point, cocaine in America was rare and expensive, mostly for rock stars. Griselda and Alberto changed that forever. They invented the mules system. Beautiful Colombian women wearing specially designed bras and girdles stuffed with pure coke. One flight from Bogota to JFK could bring in $1 million profit. By 1975, Griselda was moving 300 kilos a month, that's 660 pounds, straight into New York. She called her operation the Black Widow Corporation, and she dressed the part. All black clothes, black Mercedes, Black Widow spider tattoo on her stomach. Money was insane. Detectives say she was clearing $80 million a month at the peak. That's $1 billion a year in the late 70s. Adjusted for inflation, that's almost $3 billion today. The Valentine's Day Massacre. That wasn't in a movie. February 14th, 1975. Her 32nd birthday. Griselda throws the wildest party Miami has ever seen at a nightclub called Mutiny. Cocaine waterfalls, gold-plated AK-47s as party favors, strippers on leashes. But the real fireworks happened later that night. Griselda believed her husband Alberto was skimming profits. She lured him to a parking lot in Bogota. She was wearing a long coat. Underneath, a custom pistol in a holster on her thigh and 6 armed bodyguards. When Alberto showed up, she pulled the gun and screamed, "Feliz San Valentin, hijo de puta!" Happy Valentine's Day, son of a bitch! She emptied the entire clip into him. 2 of Alberto's bodyguards opened fire. Griselda took 3 bullets, stomach, shoulder, and one that scalped her. She killed both bodyguards, walked away, and survived. From that day on, nobody ever questioned who was really in charge. Miami becomes a war zone, 1979 to 1982. Now based in Miami, Griselda turned Dade County into Beirut. Drive-by shootings in broad daylight at the Dadeland Mall, bodies left in the parking lot. The press called them the Cocaine Cowboys. Griselda's favorite weapon? The motorcycle hit. 2 guys on a bike, Uzi in hand, gone in 5 seconds. DEA counted over 200 murders directly tied to her crew. She even killed children if their parents owed money. Her signature calling card: she loved to kill people in front of their families. One rival dealer owed her $1.8 million. Her enforcer, a man nicknamed Rivi, kidnapped the guy's 2-year-old son, shot him, and delivered the body in a cardboard box with a note, "Pay up, or the rest come in pieces." She named her 4th son, born in prison later, Michael Corleone Blanco. Yes, after the Godfather. She was that blatant. The hitman who loved her too much. Enter Jorge Rivi Ayala, her personal enforcer and occasional lover. Rivi claims he personally killed 35 people for Griselda, maybe more. He was so loyal he once murdered a man for accidentally splashing mud on Griselda's white Porsche. But in 1982, everything started to crack. The feds launched CENTAC 26, a task force just for her. They flipped one of her top lieutenants. On February 17, 1985, DEA and Miami police raided her mansion in Irvine, California. They found $27 million cash buried in the backyard, 400 kilos of coke, and a ledger with every murder she ever ordered. She was sentenced to 15 years. Prison was her kingdom. Even behind bars, Griselda kept running things. She ordered hits from payphones. She had lesbian affairs with other inmates and allegedly ordered one killed for ending the relationship. She made so much money smuggling coke into the prison that guards called her cell the store. In 2004, after 19 years, she was deported back to Colombia. Most people thought she'd disappear quietly. She didn't. The Final Ride Medellin, 2012. Griselda was 69, heavy, walking with a cane, getting her hair done every week. She told friends she wanted to die of old age. September 3rd. She walks out of Cardizo butcher shop holding 2 bags of meat. A motorcycle pulls up, exactly like the hundreds she ordered. 2 shots to the head. She died instantly. The killers were never caught. The Colombian press called it a textbook Griselda-style hit. 3 of her 4 sons were murdered, gunned down in Colombia. Her only surviving son, Michael Corleone Blanco, now runs a clothing line called Purity and appeared on VH1's Cartel crew. Her estate? Gone. The US government seized everything. Griselda Blanco invented the modern cocaine trade as we know it. She was more violent than Escobar in his early days, richer than most cartels combined, and she did it all as a woman in a world run by men. Some call her a monster, some call her a pioneer, most just call her dead. And maybe, just maybe, that's exactly what she wanted all along. If you enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, drop a comment with the next case you want me to cover, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. We're posting full-length documentaries every single week, all storytelling, no fluff. Until then, stay safe out there.